found the one that was cut.
Yeah. And then you pawn off a couple ones we didn't decide on.
We came up till we found the ridge. We looked here and it was getting thicker. Remember, it was when we first looked and it was all grown in. There were no trees. Or it didn't look like there were many trees when we were here.
Yeah, it looked empty. And then when we came back, we thought this can't be it. It didn't look like the right circle. So then we looked at the stones. We found the ground. Once we knew where the highland, we recognized the land we were on. It's a high peak. We left 4 or 5 of them. We just had to clear the south view to get it cleared out. Yeah. Posts lined up.
We got the spot cleared. We had the post line up.
We had to cut out the
managed
trees.
to leave some of the pine trees. Cut all of them.
No, we just cleared the south view.
Cleared the south view.
Well, the trees we took out were about the same size as those tall ones there. It's just going to stay here. The other oak tree is just a companion. It's not one of the posts, but it's keeping it company in the circle.
The majority of the trees around the edge of the circle are oak. There's a little maple. There's a couple maple. There's a cherry tree, wild cherry. There's beech, there's a little hickory tree, which there are hardly any hickory trees just on the southernmost. We're going to see if we can save him, keep him protected. And hickory's one of the woods that I use for making longbows. So it's nice to have one to save them. And then of course we have lots of cherries, lots of pine.
Okay, so you can see here the open area that we cut out the trees so you can get the south view. And you see the far ridge of trees on the far side. But we opened that area so that the north view, the south view was clearly there. So every time it's noon, the sun will be overhead and you'll see the shadows coming right along the posts. They'll all line up, and you'll get the exact true noon. So true noon is not 12 noon on our clock. We're daylight saving time. It's an hour's off, and then the place we are is 15 minutes off of because of our longitude off the time standard. We're 15 minutes further, so 1:15 is actually our correct noon time here in the summertime. So we really just made this, watching the sun at the right time at the shadow, and we took a rope, and we measured where the posts would be, and we made a mark with the rope. So we really just used a rope and a center pin to put all the posts in place.
I've always been enamored of the stone circles and the wood circles and the ley lines all through prehistory. It's always fascinated me why people would take the time to build something like this. And ever since I've been a child, I've been entranced with these circles. And Robin Armstrong is a friend of mine who's an astrologer, and I told him my story about always being fascinated with these stone and wood hinges. And the original hinges were wood before the stone ones. Robin said, oh, he'd always wanted to build one of these, but he's never had the land. Well, I was doing a job out in Bowmanville one day and bought 67 acres where we are now today. And I said, well, gosh, Robin, I have the space to do it. We talked about it. This was in February, January or February of this year, 2007. And March, we came out here, looked the land over, found this site. We're on, I don't know if you can tell, but we're on a bit of a point that sticks out. This is about the highest point I have here. And Robin did the calculations on the computer, sent me a picture of it. And in May, we started cutting trees. And in September, we've worked one day a week. We would come out one day every week. We hardly missed any time. And it took us May, June, July, August, September, one day of working. And this is the Woodhenge that Robin's vision and my back. Get talking about this.
Yeah. incense and myrrh and special herbs. They're really into incense in a big way there. Start out, these are some flowers from when I put my father away. These are just flowers from his. We didn't really have a grave because we put him in Lake Ontario, but these were ceremony. Respect for the ancestors.